Oh, hello. What a lovely evening in Warsaw, Poland. It is almost midnight Central European time. And today I would like to speak about the most important discovery and lesson in my life that I have learned. I am a highly experienced man. And if I would like to convey one thing to anyone, a piece of advice that I would like to give is that when you're young, ask yourself a simple question. What kind of a man, a woman would you like to be in 5, 10, 15 years' time? No, not your jobs, qualifications, education, wealth, position, status, no. Omnia mea me comporto. What kind of teachings? What kind of wisdom? What kind of virtues would you like to incorporate? Everything else is a byproduct of your experience, of your wisdom, life choices, fortunes, fates, judgments and decisions. And you may end up badly, and you may end up well. The question is whether your virtues, education, wisdom that you have rendered truly, veritably upon yourself survives the test of time and survive the confrontations of life, whether great havoc and mayhem is upon you, or whether you have a joyful and light life. And that is a true test of man and woman. What kind of spine do they have in great confrontations, in great battles, in great wars of life? The gigantomachia, the jihad to be fought within. And as you progress, happenstance, you may meet the divine halfway, the gods, the goddesses. And this is the greatest treasure. If you undergo a sacrament in original meaning, the consecration of your mind, your soul, your spirit with great mysteries of the ancients, then that is truly worthy. If not only you are capable of withstanding great storms in your confrontations and battles, you overcame suffering and pain, mocked away the dangers, and you've made something of yourselves, then you are not left alone. Then you are not a mass, a swathe of people, of ignorance, of the spineless, of the brainless, of the mob. And it is often asked whether the gods and goddesses intervene in the world, or the lightnings of illumination, of greatness, are cast upon the world all the time. This is a continuous toil. But the swamp of the world, the ignorance of the people, refuse to recognize those simple facts. And if you turn your face towards the divinities, toward the great gods, masters, mistresses, the Caducean serpents in the skies, the muses of planetary spheres, of the stars, you are not left alone. You are not left without guidance, understanding, greatness. But first things first, homoiosis theo, is surrendering the gods upon yourselves. It is the metaphysics of arete, gnosis areton, of incarnating those things of value within yourselves. This is a quest for education in the ancient sources, in the literature. You may read books, but do you incarnate those things? For example, if you read Cicero on politics, on commitment, do you treat it as a pastime or something that you would like to live by? And that requires training. Because you cannot incarnate a quality, a substance, a virtue without training it. And you have to occupy it with commitment, work, blood and sweat. Now, what does it matter if you are a great man, a great woman that reached for the gods and they replied? That means that no matter how high or low you are, your genius, what you made of yourself, your daimon, is remembered and immortalized. No matter what status do you have, what wealth do you possess, what privileges you have, if you are capable of being a beggar that is an emperor by quality, that is akin to great kings, then that is a great recognition. If you're a beggar that is a poet nevertheless, that is a warrior nevertheless, that is a man of earth, that is a saint, that is noble of kingly qualities, that is like a sage philosopher, like an emperor, that is like a dreamer and a lover, then gods elevate you above all the earthly things, above those politicos, celebrities and worthless swine, because you've proven yourself worthy. And even if I break you into destituteness, homelessness, destruction, if you toiled and battled for years, then that is something to be recognized. If you turned into a wretch, a hateful, bitter man, you will be remembered for all the movements of your noble heart, of your great expansive mind, of everything you've done, that the rest simply undreamt about, that the rest didn't dance those movements of life. But you may leave behind a trace of this genius for adults to follow, to inspire them. And even if those words are lost upon her, when this flesh is abandoned, the Dionysian tomb, the Hadesian catacombs, the spirit arises, that of a name written in the stars, of a genius, of a daimon, that continues with the toil of the gods in the procession of gods. And the toil of gods is much greater, the toil of powers and forces much greater than those of mortal kindred. And then you inspire. Fetter the chains, you yell, fetter the chains. But who listens? Almost none, possessed by their own beliefs, ideologies, themselves, their attachments. To those the gods yell and scream and shout and beacon up to their thrones. To the few, to those who want to excel, those who want to be great, those who want to be noble, those who want to be truly heroes. And this so, sad reflection of the world, that not all but a few are participating in the divine feasts. If you catch the golden thread, never forget about it. Forgetfulness is the enemy. Aletheia is memory. Aletheia is mnemosyne. The truth is the memory sustained of the sacred mysteries and the gods above.